Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Dr.Bhawani Adhikari. Today, he has brought the new chapter. The title of the chapter is Let Them Drink Water. It is in BBS first year and BA in curriculum. Let Them Drink Water is an essay written by Daniel Ingber. This essay has focused on banning soft drink vending machines from public soft drink vending machines. This is a print mistyping mistake. Vending machines schools in the USA. This vending machine should be banned, not mechanic. This is vending machines school in the USA. A typical 20-ounce bottle of a sugar soft drink from a vending machine contains 250 calories. It helps in reducing obesity rates when it is banned, and it helps reducing obesity rate, right? But schools often use funds from soft drink sales to support athletics, field trips, and other activities. So people are a little bit worried these other activities may not go on well. They are thinking about it too. But 100 and 250 calories from 20 ounce of that soft drink is very harmful for increasing obesity. So this vending machines in from the public schools should be banned. That is what the idea of this let them drink water. Let them drink water means the poor people, non-white people who cannot buy, who cannot spend money for other things to eat, and then when this vending machine and soft drink is banned, and they should drink water. This is the title. The title is based on the process of drinking water instead of getting soft drink, right? The concept of a tax fat has been tabled in Congress, and it has heated the minds of the poor and non-white. The psychologist A.J. Carlson made a very radical suggestion in the winter of 1942 for the nation's largest citizens to charge a fee of $20 for each pound of overweight. It was his concept, but after 67 years later, the fat tax is back on the table now. His idea of history in the past, 1942, now it has become the table issue for the Congress. The amount collected from the fat tax can be used for overseas war and for the poor. The fat taxes are spreading through state legislatures. Federal fat taxes are getting louder, and healthcare issues have been proposed in a burning form. The writer has brought even the ideas and views of Obama regarding healthcare issues. The public still has strong reservations about the fat tax. Fat tax has been compared as natural to taxing cigarettes, as it has brought great success in bringing down rates of smoking and death from lung cancer. The tax on sweetened beverages can reduce overeating and diabetes. It is junk food like taking tobacco, and soft drink has to be taken as a drug. The writer has introduced two types of hunger, and these two hungers are hunger for energy, which is for survival, and we eat to stay alive. That hunger, that is for energy. And hedonic hunger, next type, which is the pleasure creating hunger. Hedonic hunger activates the brain's pleasure system, and it is called dopamine reward. All junk food items are related to hedonic hunger, and junk food is engineered to enslave us. We are powerless to resist hedonic hunger because it is the urge, means force to eat for pleasure. When food is scarce, hedonic hunger comes in handy, and we can stock up in our calories for the hard times ahead. But hedonic hunger makes us fat, and the junk food manufacturers prey on man's voluptuous nature. Sweetness is for a burst of dopamine, and food items are made delicious. Kessler has asked either food industry to be highly hedonic, and he got the answer that they design food to be nutritious. It is ironic that so many advocates for healthy eating are outspoken, but hedonic hunger food items dominate and pleasure-seeking junk food industries are overeating, right? Fat tax would impact most directly to on the poor, non-white people who tend to be major consumers of soft drinks and the most sensitive to price. Under apartheid, pleasure can be realized is penalized by banning soft drinks. The writer questions the folks who cannot afford a $5 bottle and he answers that they must drink water. Those people who cannot spend $5 bottle and they can just drink water. They can always drink from the faucet, means from the tap. Sugar sweetened beverages are not necessary for survival. An alternative water is available without the cost to drink water, rather soft drink. It is possible that revenues from a fat tax would be spent on obesity prevention. This must be applied as easily as we apply laws against chemicals and destructive behaviors. We must end the war on obesity, and delicious food must be avoided. Thus, the writer has brought the concept of obesity health issues to be addressed on time and to make a healthy, sugar-free life for the public. This is how the writer has given the topic of let them drink water. And when the reader go on reading this essay, they get confused. And because why the topic is let them drink water and why the writer is talking about soft drink, they get confused. It means soft drink is a source of becoming fat. Soft drink contains more calories, and soft drinks are available everywhere in public schools in the USA and even in the other market. So the writer is in the opinion that he has brought even the history of the past. One psychologist idea who said in 1942 that fat tax must be introduced, and his idea was that over pound flesh that weight must be charged $20. That was his concept in the past. Exactly after his proposal of 67 years later, the real fat tax debate has come. The issue has come. It is in the table. Now the parliamentarians are debating, talking, and discussing what to do, how to introduce it in the law. So the writer says that these food and junk food productions are harmful for health. Those junk food producing industries are always seeking for hedonic hunger. They are trying to get to fulfill the mind or the idea of hedonic hunger, not the hunger for low energy. There are two types of hunger. Low energy, that is what we eat and we survive. We get the energy. And hedonic hunger is the hunger, there is a pleasure seeking system. Always we find pleasure. We never get satisfied with the candy, with chocolate, because there is pleasure seeking concept is introduced there element in such hedonic hunger, in such food items. All junk food produced by the industries, by the food productions are related with business. And hedonic hunger helps or increases more and more interest to the consumers to eat those products, and the more they eat, the larger the calories they gather up, and that gathering up collection stock of calories can help to survive later. That would be more quite quite fat, and then becoming fat means more risky for diabetes, for other diseases. So writer says that this when fat tax is introduced and The poor people may not get chance to drink that soft drinks and may become very hard for them to survive, but they can drink water. Let them drink water freely without any cost from the faucet, from the taps. They do not need to pay. And then these soft drinks are to be banned from the country, from the other places, so that obesity uh, causing diseases can be automatically controlled. Delicious food item must be avoided eating. These sort of delicious food items which are made only with the concept of business point of view, they must be avoided. They must not be eaten. They must be just refused in the market to be brought, because obesity is a great problem and the war of obesity must be ended. This is a war about the health, and if people do not become fat, if people have to pay the tax for becoming fat, they naturally control their weight, they naturally become healthy, they naturally become very fit and fine, and they do not need to suffer from different types of diseases. In this case, the writer has brought a good issue, quite meaningful issue, so that the people can become conscious about their health, about their fitness, about their obesity, and they do not eat much, and they do not become fat and play hedonic hunger. Food items should be almost banned, soft drinks should be banned, and alternative, those funds created from soft drinks can be collected from other activities, other from sources, and that can be used for the field trips and for other athletics and other activities. And this debate should not be just made a conflict. Rather, this is a good item, good process, good thinking, good concept of controlling obesity and making people or public healthy. It is state does not always seek the money fund. Rather, state is worried about the concept of the health of the people. So it is useful and meaningful. The writer has brought this sort of concept for the not for the public but for the not for the state but for the public. This is the idea of let them drink water. You can listen, you can read these lines, these slides, and understand the